Hi guys, my name is Cecile Kaptcheu. I'm a life coach at CK Life Transformation Coaching. I'm going to share on this video about changing self and how to do this without forcing, stressing, or depriving yourself. The idea is inspired by the teachings of Neville Goddard. I use his principle in my coaching practice with my client, helping them get clarity first on what they want, and then I teach them how to use their imagination to create every desire they want. So, this is about understanding the process of changing and revising event or situation you dislike in your future experience. In fact, one of my clients asked me if revising something she has lived in the past changes the future. I say to her, it's not about changing the past or the future, for there is no one or nothing to change but self. So it's really about changing your attitude towards the past, which automatically change how you experience the future or the situation or even the person with whom you had a situation. So Neville teach that when you have an experience and it happened several, maybe few years ago, that all those things are happening in your mind. If you are fearing a situation which will be taking place in the future, it's still taking place in your own mind. In fact, the past and the future only exist in our mind, and you can change whatever you want in your mind right now. When you think in terms of past or the future, this will bring confusion on what to do exactly. So remember, there's no one or nothing to change but self. And to do this is simply imagine while feeling everything you want right now as an accomplished fact, as it's already happened. Because all of our physical human experience is tied to an emotion. Everything you see or touch or feel or hear has an energy attached to it, which is translated into emotion we feel in our body. In fact, the primary reason you and I need or want anything is always linked to an emotion we want to feel in the first place. Love, money, wealth. It's always because these things make us feel a certain way, a certain emotion of well-being, a certain satisfaction emotionally at the root of the desire to own them at the first place. So this is why it's important to remove consequence and all punishment from your mind, to forgive yourself for all guilt and shame, and to take stress out of getting to get things. You simply do this by imagining what you want with the feeling of real freedom to do it in your mind. So then you sustain the state of having those things. A memory bothering you, it happened to me, to every one of us every day. But when it happened, you just need to step back and ask yourself, where is this taking place? Of course, it's in you. Who is thinking all these things? It's still you. Once you realize that it's all in you, you can change your feeling as you want, or even let it go completely, or even choose something differently that you really want at the first place. You don't have to wait to do it. Even if it annoys you, learn to don't fight your emotion, but changing them into what you really want to feel differently. For sure, you will automatically experience a wave of joy and ecstasy at the end of this type of action. So, I suggest to step back, reflect to discover the emotion that you really want, and then decide to nurture those emotions that are available right here and now, just depending on your decision. It should be anything you want, not something you think you should want or something you think you must want. It's important not to force it. No need to, because if you imagine exactly what you want, your feeling will naturally occur. Science tells us that we have three brains: the cortex for choice, decision, analyzing, the limbic for generating emotion with the memory of all emotion we felt our whole life, and the critic, which always held the memory, the part of the story, the memory of the story behind all those emotions. And since the limbic and the critic does not talk to each other, they are subconscious and do not talk to each other, but only guessing the sense you are giving to your thought, be it positive or negative. Doing so will help you gain control over and always. So it has to be exactly what we want, or it will be a struggle to feel it. Creating our own heaven in our own mind should be a noble goal for everyone. It is very important not to suppress your desire. If you have a desire, no matter how small, it's important to realize it mentally. Otherwise, you will suffer mentally from its absence. And this will affect other area of your life as well. So I suggest to practice this every day in order to remove rule and consequence from your mind. Ignore the outside world when you imagine an experience you want, and remove all idea of what you should or must do. Just really do what you want in your mind. You are going to notice that whenever you feel bad, it's solely because you've imagined something you dislike, or you are forcing yourself into doing something. It's always because you are not imagining what you want. I am speaking this from my own experience. The moment I actually imagine exactly what I want, I thrive. Fear and doubt melt away, and happiness, peace, and harmony arise in myself. So, and that time, I really don't care what the world thinks about it. I don't care about my situation either. I don't care if it will happen or not. I don't even care about the fear that could show up by time to time as messenger to advise me. None of that really mattered to me at the time, because all that matter is that I accomplish within myself right now the object of my desire. This is what actually makes me or you change. This is how I make my consciousness my own reality. For example, Neville said this: you want to be free from embarrassment. How will you feel tonight if you weren't embarrassed? And nothing in the world could embarrass you. Years before I embarked into personal development, I had always felt the world wasn't safe for me. I was afraid of everything and act from that space, always feeling uncomfortable. And that's how I created my experience from this thought, and hurt myself, and even inviting other people to be mean to me as well. But when I started to imagine that I was safe in the world and everyone loves me, I had all kind of feeling awakened. Thought like it's great to believe and imagine that, but there are wary people out there which are not nice, and you should be careful, etc. But I was tired of being careful and recreating the same experience over and over. So I decided that's what I want. I want to feel like I am safe in the world, and I want to experience this. I want to imagine and believe it. I asked myself, why deny myself of this experience? What if my world is really safe? What if my world is always working toward making my desire come true? So instead of opposing me, science tells us that our thought and image we hold in our head, or whatever we imagine, create our own reality. When I started assuming in this way, I didn't care how it would happen or when, or even if it is possible. All I care about was changing my feeling into exactly what I want. Then it's in a strange way, a natural way, that it's realized in my reality. I am living from manifestation to manifested from manifestation now from now on, because I have changed who I am. I have changed to the state of what I want, and that's how I'm living my life now. My suggestion to you is to find something deep that you really want and dare to assume it. This is what really changed you, your true self, I mean. And that self is what is expressed outward as your physical life circumstance. When you feel afraid on the inside, that's how you experience the world, and everything will work together to keep you in that state. I hope this idea will help you realize all your little desire right down deep to the smallest. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs up and leave me a comment. You can also share a topic you would like me to create a video and share with you here. And please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification so you don't miss the being notified when I make a new post. I love you. Thank you, and see you next time. Thank you again for watching.